Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. More details on St. Croix's triple homicide. A tragic accident on St. Croix leaves a young lady fighting for her life. And get your taste buds ready for Carnival Food Fair. These stories and more are up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, more details are now surfacing about the recent triple homicide that took a life of 40-year-old Lorraine Joseph, 19-year-old Alora Tutine, and a 5-month-old fetus. And sadly, we now know that the fetus was a little girl. Just how could a 48-year-old Miles David simply destroy 3 generations of his own family? David appeared before the Virgin Islands Superior Court Judge Harold Willocks yesterday for a detention hearing. Meanwhile, Judge Willocks had not made a decision by yesterday afternoon. And in other news, there was a horrible car accident on the Melvin Evans Highway recently. That accident injured 4 local women. News Channel 8's Wes Small tells us at least one of the young ladies was flown off island for medical treatment.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. A very sad story to report. We are here on the Melvin Evans Highway, just around the corner from the Diageo project, if you will, heading west. Here's what's happened. It was Monday morning, around 3 o'clock in the morning, when we had a vehicle driving a high-speed rate. And actually, they were driving on a donut. A donut, for a better use of terminology, is a spare tire, usually from the car dealer. Strict instructions with that you should only be going about 20 miles an hour, if that. Well, it looks like this vehicle was traveling at least at around 100 miles an hour with 4 young ladies in the vehicle. Sadly now, we have Miss Carmen Fabio, 25 years old, fighting for her life. I've been talking to family members. Her mother, Anna, is in Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami as we speak. The other 3 young ladies, all locals as well, we believed were treated and released from Juan Louis Hospital. Miss Carmen Fabio, a beautiful 25-year-old, almost cut down in the prime of her life. Unfortunately, this is what we have. Part of her pancreas is now gone. Her lower left leg has been amputated. All women were thrown out of the vehicle. It doesn't look like none of these women were wearing seatbelts. Now this skid marks and the tumbling of this Honda vehicle, if you will, you're seeing some pictures now, horrendous pictures. It's just amazing that these young ladies are still alive today. Now we're going to show you what came out of the vehicle. You're looking at some B-roll right now. Look at the CDs. Still here, 5 days after the accident. You see how these cars are coming around this corner at a high rate of speed. There is a manhole there. We believe they could have hit the manhole, but we simply don't know. Haven't heard from the VIPD traffic commander. None of the newspapers, none of the radio, and Channel 8 News just found out about this as well. As a matter of fact, none of this was in any police reports or anything like that. But we figure an accident of this proportion, the public simply needs to know. At this carnival season time, we have to tell you that you simply need to slow it down on the roads, especially you young adults out there. Remember, we just had a 15-year-old boy who stole a vehicle at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he broke his leg. Folks, please slow it down out on the roads. This is what can happen in a situation like this. And no seatbelts, speeding, wet roads, and also driving on a spare tire that is only supposed to take you a few feet, and only by going 15, 20 miles an hour at that as you creep to get another tire put on your car. Inexperienced drivers, who knows, perhaps drinking played a part as well, but this is the aftermath of that horrible accident. Why this was not reported? That's another question that the VIPD can answer. I've been on the phone with Deputy Police Chief Hal this morning, and we're looking into that. Now, I've been walking and talking with you during the story for the last 150 feet or so. I'm pretty much worn out and covered by sweat, but this is where we end up. This is the length that this reporter and this News Channel 8 crew will go through just to show you the dangers of driving. Folks, driving is no joke. And again, no seatbelts, wet roads, late at night, tired, drinking, all of it just adds up to total destruction. We want you to stay tuned for a fundraiser coming for 25-year-old Carmen Fabio as she fights for her life at Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami. We have secured pictures of her in the intensive care unit, but they are just too heart-wrenching to show you. Just take it from me. Be careful on the roads. On the Melvin Evans Highway, here's another speeder, and another one, and another one. Where's the VIPD when you need them? I'm Wes Small for News Channel